before we get into this draft lottery odds order, I just want to let you guys know if you see me looking to the sides, because I'm looking to the order that I have up to the side of me. And I hope you guys like the video, and let's get right into it. Hey guys, it's Panther Sam back in another video, and today I'm going to be reacting to the NHL Draft Lottery odds Phase 1 being announced today. The lottery was just announced a minute ago at the time of filming, so I'm trying to get this up quickly for you guys, and let's get right into it. So the eighth pick in the draft is going to the Buffalo Sabres. So Jack Eichel will not get the first overall pick, the best player in the draft, to play with him this year. Hopefully for Jack Eichel, they get someone good at 8 to help him out, because Jack Eichel has just been stuck there in Buffalo, and they haven't really been that great in my opinion. So now the 7th overall pick to go help Jack Hughes, who was the first round pick of the Devils last year, is the Devils at number 7. So hopefully there they could get someone to help Jack Hughes and all the rest of their players they have there, and maybe help the Devils reach the playoffs. Maybe not, probably not Stanley Cup yet, but hopefully reach the playoffs, at least for their sake. And next we have, with the 6th overall pick, the Anaheim Ducks. So the Ducks obviously wanted a little bit higher, but not the worst. It could have been a little bit worse, obviously, but I'm kind of surprised they didn't go top 5. I thought Anaheim would be at least top 5 based on their odds and all that. I thought they would reach there, but fortunately they didn't for their sake. But at number 5, we have the Ottawa Senators' original pick, which is the one that had the higher percentage chance of getting number 1. So I'm kind of surprised this one fell. I thought maybe the San Jose one would go here, because the San Jose Sharks one was a little bit less of a percentage to get number 1. That's the one they got from the Erik Karlsson trade that they did with the Sharks. The Senators and Sharks did a trade. The Senators gave away Karlsson, and the Senators got some picks in return for Karlsson. Which, if you look back on it, it's a really good trade, because Karlsson has just been injured and not really been doing much for San Jose. He's just been injured, just has a really big contract now. Just really, if you look back in hindsight, it's really just not a great trade. At the time, they thought it was a good trade, obviously, but I'm just saying hindsight 2020, obviously. Next, at number 4, we have the Detroit Wet Redwings, who had one of the highest percentages going at 4. I thought they were personally going to go 1, 2, or 3, at least top 3, and they fall out at 4. They did not quite make it in that top 3, which I'm kind of surprised there. So, hopefully, they'll probably still be able to get someone good there, but we'll have to see. And at number 3, we have the Ottawa Senators, but this is the pick that San Jose would have had if they didn't trade it. So, this is the Senators' first pick, so they have 3 and 5 this year, which is really good. They can easily get really good players. Obviously, they wanted number 1, but they can still get 2 really good players here. And I kind of feel bad for, Sharks fans a little bit, because if they didn't do this trade to get Karlsson, they would have had the 3rd overall pick in the draft. But obviously, they traded to get Karlsson, and that's why this pick was for Ottawa. And at number 2, we had the Los Angeles Kings getting that pick, which that's a lot higher than I thought they were going to go. I thought they were going to be maybe top 5, but definitely not top 3. At least that's how I didn't see it. So a big surprise to me that they made it all the way to 2. And then a really big surprise to me, because number 1 is not official yet, because from the play-in round, whatever 8 teams lose, they'll all have an equal chance at getting that number 1 overall pick, because none of the teams that have been eliminated got it. There was a placeholder team that got it, because there was 8 placeholder teams there, because to make it fair. So now the number 1 overall pick could go to a really good team that just screws up in the playoff round, in the play-in round. Let's say the Penguins lose to the Canadiens, they have a chance of getting it, and that would be really good for Penguins fans. But for teams that don't like the Penguins and that have to play them a lot, that would be really bad. Or other teams, the Rangers could possibly get them, because the Rangers will have a pick no matter what. Because if the Canes win the series, they'll have their own pick. And if they win the series against the Canes, then they'll have the Canes pick. So they'll get it either way if they win the number 1 overall selection. So we'll just have to see how this plays out. And please like the video and subscribe to the channel down below if you haven't already. And thank you guys for watching this video. And peace.